Assalamualaikum class. Today I am going to start the topic processing of the crude truck. It is a continuation of our last topic. As you know, the preparation of the crude truck, there are the certain steps. Number 1 is cultivation, collection, harvesting, preservation, garbling, packaging and storage. For the cultivation of the crude drugs, we can propagate the crude drugs by sexual method and by asexual method, and which we already discussed. And there are the certain factors which affect the cultivation of the crude drugs, and we can divide it into two major groups. Environmental factor, that is called exogenous factor, and post cultivation factor, in which we have drying and storage method. This exogenous factor, they are also affected by certain factors. Number 1 is climatic condition, altitude and latitude, soil condition, plant condition, and use of growth promoting substances. And all these factors we already discussed in our previous lecture. Same as the collection of the crude drug, the medicinal plants should be collected in a season in which their active constituents are highest. And this collection is usually depend upon the time of the day, time of the year, and maturity stage of the crude drug. There are the certain rules and methods of the collection of the crude drug, and all these we already discussed in our previous lecture. Now today I am going to start the new topic, that is harvesting, and it is also required for the preparation of the crude drug. As you know, the concentration of the biologically active constituent varies with the stage of plant growth and development. With the stage of plant growth and development means, for example, the seeds, it has different types of the plant constituent as compared to fruit, and same as it is for leaves and roots and flower and rhizome, etc. Some seeds are rich in fixed oil and some seeds are rich in volatile oil. The phytoconstituents are different in the different plant growth and development. There are the certain standard. The harvested drug should meet this pharmacopoeial standard. Therefore, harvesting can be done efficiently by skilled laborers. Therefore, it is laborious job and may not be economical. The harvesting of the crude drug is depend upon the time of the harvest. The medicinal plant should be harvesting during the optimal season, or at the time when it contains maximum quantity as well as quality of the phytochemicals. The maximum quantity means the maximum quantity of the phytochemicals. Phytochemicals like secondary metabolites like alkaloids, volatile oil, resins, glycosides, flavonoids, fixed oil, etc. These are the maximum. When the plant contains maximum quantity of these phytochemicals, then it should be harvested. The underground drugs like roots and rhizomes and tubers, they are harvested by mechanical devices which is known as diggers or lifters. And the harvesting of the crude drug can also be done by manually. It depends upon the nature of the plant or plant part. For example, in certain cases, it cannot be replaced by any mechanical means. The drug like digitalis, tea leaf, vinca rosea and senna leaves, all these are harvested by manually. But some drugs which constitute all aerial parts are harvested by binders for economical reason. And some flowers and seeds and small fruits are harvested by some special devices which is known as seed strippers. These are the seed strippers which is used for the harvesting of seeds, flower and fruits. And sometimes the plant is also required a beating technique with bamboo, and in case of the clove. Some seaweed plants like agar, they are harvested by long-handled forks, but some essential oil-containing drugs like peppermint and spearmint are harvested by normal methods with movers. And fennel and coriander plants are uprooted and dried. And some plants, after drying, they are beaten and the fruits are separated by winnowing process. This is the winnowing process in which the plant are beaten by long-handled fork, and it is called winnowing process to remove the unwanted material from the plant. And sometimes wrapping machines are also used for the harvesting of the crude crop. It means harvesting of the medicinal plant depend upon the nature of the plant as well as the plant part. Now the preservation of the plant material. Preservation of the plant material, why it is necessary? To preserve the plant material for longer period of time, as well as to preserve the plant material during transportation and storage. And for preservation of the plant material, drying is the most important method. And drying of the plant material can be done by natural drying method and artificial drying. Now the preservation or drying of the crude drum. As you know, the drying is the most common method for the preserving of the plant material. It removes the moisture content of the crude drug. It improves the quality of the crude drug. It prevents the mold and bacterial growth. And it also enables the enzymatic activity and prevents the chemical changes. It prevents the degradation of the cell constituent, as well as it ensures the good keeping. And this drying process also facilitates the grinding process. And because of the drying, the size of the crude drug can be reduced and its weight is also reduced. As you know, the living plant material has a high water content. For example, the leaves contain 60 to 90% water, and the roots and rhizomes contain 70 to 85% water, while the wood contain 40 to 50% water. And the lowest percentage is found in a seed, which is 5 to 10%. For the cultivation of the medicinal plant or the preparation of the medicinal plant, to prevent the enzymatic process, the water content should be about 10%. If it is more than 10%, the plant can be contaminated. Therefore, this drying process must be done very quickly and rapidly at very high temperature to remove the water vapors. This air temperature is dependent upon the plant part, and is usually the air temperature is kept 20 to 40 degrees centigrade if the plant part is very thin, for example leaves, drugs. But if the plant parts are very hard to dry, example roots and bark, then it should be 60 to 70 degrees centigrade. The herbs usually dry as soon as possible after the collection to prevent the microbial growth or contamination, and to maintain the physical appearance of the crude drug, and to prevent the chemical alteration. Now the drying method can be of two types: the natural drying and artificial drying. In natural drying, we have direct sunlight drying and drying under shade. And artificial drying can be done by tray dryers method, vacuum dryer method, and spray dryer method. The first method is a natural drying method or sunlight drying, and this method is used for those drugs which are not adversely affected by excessive sunlight, or if the content of the crude drugs are quite stable to the high temperature and sunlight, then the drug can be dried directly in a sunlight. For example, gum acacia seed and fruits like clove and cardamom, all these are dry in a sunlight. While shade drying, the shade drying is used when the sunlight causes discoloration. For example, digitalis leaf, clove and senna, all these can be dried in a sunlight. Therefore, these drugs can be dried under shade. Same as it is the drug which contain volatile oil like peppermint and cinnamon, their volatile constituent can be changed, therefore drying under shade is preferred. It means the natural drying is depend upon the chemical nature of the crude drug as well as plant part. These are the drying method. This is a direct sunlight method. The drug, as you can see, the drugs are placed on the larger racks and it is dry in a sunlight. While in this picture you can see the drugs are placed in the large racks and then can dry under shade. Both method can be used for the drying of the crude drug and it depends upon the nature of the phytochemicals and as well as part of the plant. Now the second method which is also used for the drying of the crude drug is an artificial drying, and this artificial drying we have oven dry, it is also known as tray dryer method, and vacuum dry and spray dry. It is most commonly used for drying of the crude drugs. Why? Because it is a very rapid method and less chances to exposure of the heat and therefore less chances of the chemical alteration, and the temperature can be maintained and it's usually about 40 degrees centigrade. Now the first method is the tray dryer method. The tray dryer method, it is used for those drugs which do not contain volatile oil or for those drugs which are quite stable to heat or which need deactivation of the enzymes are dry in a tray dryer method. And in this method, hot air of desired temperature is circulated through dryer and it facilitates the removal of the water content of the crude drug. Some drugs like belladonna root, cinchona bark, tea leaves and gum acacia are dried by this method. These are the tray dryer. The drug, as you can see, the drugs are placed on a shallow trays and the hot air is circulated and the temperature can be maintained and the drug can be dry by tray dryer method. The plant material is sprayed down on shallow trays. Now you can see these plant materials are placed on the shallow trays which are placed on a mobile racks and passed into a tunnel where they meet a stream of the warm air, and the temperature is usually for about 20 to 40 degrees centigrade for thin material as leaves, and it should be high for about 60 to 70 degrees centigrade for the plant part which are very hard, for example roots and barks. On the temperature we can maintain the temperature or we can control the temperature for drying of the crude drug by tray dryer methods. Now the second method which is used for the drying of the crude drug is a vacuum drying. It is also called steam heated oven. In this method, pump is used to extract the air, and because of the low pressure, it ensures the rapid drying and complete drying of the crude drug. But this method is very expensive, and it is usually reserved for those cells which cannot be sufficiently dry by some other method, or which those drugs which are sensitive to high temperature are drying by this method. For example, drugs which containing tannic acid and digitalis leaves are drying by vacuum drying method. Now the spray dryer method. Spray dryer methods, it is used for those drugs which are also very highly sensitive to atmospheric condition and temperature and temperature of vacuum dry. So those type of the drugs are dried by spray drying method. And in this method it is used for the quickly drying of the economically important plant or animal constituent rather than the whole crude drug. It is used for the drying of the phytochemicals or as well as the animal constituent. For example, some papaya, lettuce, pectin and drugs which containing tannic acid are dried by spray dryer method. Now there is a certain technique which is used for the drying of the plant material. For example, leaves and herbs, the temperature should be 40 to 50 degrees centigrade, and it maintains the good color of the leaves as well as the herbs. But before drying, they normally destock the leaves, then dry. And best dry for short period of time. It prevents the discoloration, and sometimes leaves may be bleached because of the drying process. Usually drying in a undershade or in dark. For root and rhizomes, the drugs first wash the drug, then slice, and then it should be dried between 30 to 65 degrees centigrade. And because these are the harder part of the plant, so therefore it requires longer period of time for drying. It is usually about 10 days to 3 weeks to avoid the bacterial growth as well as the mold growth. For flowers, as you know, flowers are the delicate parts of the plant. So before drying, first it usually destock before drying, and this flower may also be bleached when dried. So therefore best drying in an undershade rather than in a sunlight. Now the drug which containing volatile oil are usually air dried at very low temperature to prevent the volatilization of the oil content, because you know the volatile oil drugs are those drugs which evaporate at the room temperature. Therefore this type of the drug should be dry at very low temperature, and it should be dry separately from other herbs. For example, thyme, peppermint, spearmint are drying by this method. While the drug which containing bark, it requires the removal of the outer layers. First the outer layer should be removed, then it can be dried by artificial drying method or by natural drying method. The drug which containing fruits and seeds are normally dried before harvesting, but seeds are normally separated from the fruits before drying. While the starchy herbs, if it is overheated, then it would be gelatinized. Therefore temperature should be maintained. Same as it is for the alkaloids, it become deactivated if dry at very high temperature. Especially drug are the opium poppy, which contain benzyl isotonium alkaloid. Therefore temperature should be maintained. Now the drying technique. Which type of the drying technique is used for the drying of the crude drug? As you know, the drying technique, it depends upon the physical characteristic of the herb as well as the chemical characteristic. The physical nature means the physical appearance, like part of the plant like leaves, fruits, seeds, flower, etc. As I told you earlier in the previous slides, the fruit and seed, it require different temperature, as well as the bark, it require different temperature, and the leaves, it require different temperature. These are the physical appearance of the crude drug or physical characteristic of the herb. The another factor which affect the drying technique is a chemical. The chemical nature means the phytochemicals. If the drug containing volatile oil, it should be dry at very low temperature. If a drug containing alkaloid, it requires controlled temperature. Same as it is if a drug containing glycoside, for example digitalis, it also required a controlled temperature or particular temperature. It means the drying technique depends upon the physical characteristic as well as the chemical characteristic of the herb. Thank you class. That's all for today. If you have any query, then you can ask. Thank you.